This is the pigweed. Does not have pig in it. No pigs were harmed or touched in this day. My name is Charlotte Langley. I'm from Prince Edward Island and I work at Catch Restaurant in Toronto on St. Clair Rushton. It's a sustainable seafood restaurant and it's a nice place to come and hang out. Catch Restaurant right now is focusing on fresh, sustainable fish from all across the country. We're getting some stuff from out of the country, but it's mostly like, you know, East Coast, West Coast, Lake Erie products. I'm really into raw preparations and basically manipulating the product to the least amount as possible. My style of cooking, sweet, bright, funky flavors would be the best way, I guess, I can think of describing my style.
My name is Becky and I am an urban forager here in Toronto. I'm also the founder of the Wild Foragers Society, which is a community group where we help teach people and build skills around wild edibles that you can find right in the backyard, how to safely consume them, harvest them, and enjoy them with your community. I'm really excited to go foraging today with Charlotte because we've been good friends for a long time, and something I know about her is she could make any amazing dish from any kind of random thing that you could throw at her, and she's a lot of fun. So I know she'll be willing to help climb up some trees, get mulberries, get covered in purple stains because it's inevitable, and make something really delicious at the end of the day.
We rolled up to Craigley Garden and I'd never been there before.
And we're right near Castle Frank subway station and just up the ravine from Evergreen Brickworks. And we're gonna look for some mulberry trees and see if we can harvest some mulberries today.
Hello.
Hey, Charlotte. Good to see you.
Mwah. Rebecca was already there, basically about to climb a tree.
Mulberry trees have a beautiful bright green glossy top leaf, and they'll be littered with berries all over the tree that look like those little satchels of grapes. The best way to get to know them is probably like if we get up in the tree.
Oh my God. It was awesome. When was the last time you climbed a tree? I hadn't climbed a tree in, I don't know, 15, I don't even know how long. So which ones do I eat? The pink ones, white ones, or the purple ones?
I would go for deep purple.
Deep purple, isn't that a band?
If you eat too many of the underripe ones, they actually have a chemical property, since they haven't ripened yet, that makes them hallucinogenic. Before you hallucinate, you might vomit a lot, but you definitely don't want to be eating any underripe mulberries. They will make you very sick and seeing crazy things. Actually, we need our tarp. The tarp is an integral part to this. It's on my bicycle.
Okay, I'll get it.
So we use the white tarp for two reasons. One, that we can climb up into the tree, shake down as much as possible, and it's the most efficient way of collecting instead of reaching up and grabbing them one by one. It also helps to look at the contrast of the mulberries on the tarp to see which are the most ripe that you want to eat at that time. Ready, Charlotte?
Oh my God, I'm ready. I'm so ready for this.
Okay.
Bring it on, mulberry me. Oh my goodness gracious! It's raining men, mulberries. That's a stick. I like this one. That was a good one. This is fun. Okay, we need a new location, I think.
Yeah, there's a really sweet mulberry tree over by the ravine we could go check out. There are a ton of things that you could be foraging in Toronto. There's an amazing bounty from your garden or at your apartment building to, like I said, the ravine systems or some of our big parks.
I brought a very heavy bag to the park of things because I wanted to make it, I understood that we were foraging for certain things, but I also wanted to have like a little fun in the park. So what I brought was a bottle of champagne. I brought some albacore tuna from BC. And then on top there was elderflower kombucha to sort of quickly give it a bit of acid. I did some curls of zucchini, squash, elderflower cordial, elderflowers, the daylily bulbs that we picked were petaled. It's tasty, lots of crazy flavors. Super fresh. We packed up from the park, went home to my place, which is downtown, and Becky stopped me. She found some stuff growing in my front yard, because I don't tend my front garden very well. My neighbors are around 80 years old. They've been living in that house for 50 years. They were very confused as to why I wanted to eat flowers from their front yard. She's like, are you sure it's not poisonous? I'm like, no, unless you eat a lot of them, I guess. That's amazing. We're downtown Toronto eating shit from my sidewalk. When I got home, Colin is there. Colin is a chef at Grace. He's my roommate and also a very good friend. And he's really into foraging right now and gathered a bunch of stuff from the local neighborhood to make this beautiful wild forage salad. Well, right now I'm making some albacore tuna from BC. This is line-caught tuna. So I took some out of the fridge. The belly part is the fattiest. It's super delicious, but I don't want to grill it because it'll just sort of meh. So I'm gonna make a charred tuna sauce. And yeah, I'm just gonna evolve with what I have in front of me. So I'm gonna throw some of this garlic that I grew, get all smoky and aggressive and smoke hopefully a lot. I'm gonna close that. Tube tuna, I'm gonna just do 2 different types. So this is how I made it to keep it tight. This is a bit looser. Just techniques that I do in the restaurant to keep it uniform, basically. Season it. Salt and pepper. I'm just gonna char it off quickly. This is gonna get cooked through all the way. It's gonna become a sauce. I'm gonna shred it apart on top. I wanted to cook it a little bit this time to show like how versatile it can be with the same ingredients that we collected in the wild of Toronto. I tataki the albacore tuna loin, which is quickly searing on the outside, serving it rare in the middle. And then with the trim from the tuna loin that I cleaned, I smoked it really high temperature, cooked it all the way, and made like a quick sort of vinaigrette with the smoked tuna, like shredded it all up, a little bit of oil, salt, pepper, added some acid. I'm just gonna hammer this out and then we're gonna eat it and it's gonna be tasty, so that's it, that's about it. So on the plate, we had gotten all the mulberries from the day. So there was elderflowers, mulberries, and I think I squirted a little bit of elderflower kombucha on that as well, just for fun.
Charlotte, I'm just gonna make up some tasty drinks to go with the amazing tuna that you made us. So we first put in some fresh mulberries that were ripe we picked today. Some kombucha that Charlotte had made, which is a fermented tea, and then topping it off with a light lager beer and sprinkling in a few of the fresh elderflowers. All right.
Thanks for the cocktail.
I whipped up some cocktails. Go with your salad.
Oh, you're the best.
Cheers. This looks amazing.
It's cooked more than ultra rare because I let it rest for too long. I'm not the best chef in the world, but anyway, I make mistakes. Becky, who I had no idea how knowledgeable she was, she taught me so much about foraging in Toronto. Let's create a dish with something that I don't have any access to normally. I never even noticed before. We climbed a tree, got super dirty, had a great dish just happened, and shared with some friends. Couldn't ask for anything more on a day off. It was beautiful.